Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast, a deep dive into all things Disney Vacation Club. We share tips, tricks, and insider info, helping you make the most of your membership. Join us for the latest news, reviews, and interviews with DVC experts and enthusiasts. Whether you're a seasoned DVC member or considering your first contract, this podcast is for you. Now, here are your hosts, Mike Hurley and Gary Arruda.
Welcome to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. This is episode 41, recorded in the DeFont Leroy Recording Studios in sunny Sarasota, Florida, and Cranston, Rhode Island. I'm your host, Mike, in Florida, joined by my cousin and co-host Gary in Rhode Island. Good evening, Gary.
What's going on?
Not too much.
How you doing today?
I'm okay.
Just okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
All right. What shirt do you have on? Is that Riviera?
It's a Riviera shirt, yeah.
Nice. Okay.
We actually got matching ones because Susie was the first one to get this.
I'm actually wearing a Disney shirt.
Yeah, you don't go in a concert like me, do you?
You know what that is, Pards?
No.
That's the Polite Pig.
Oh, what do you get? What did you buy these like online or something, like the 3 for $25s?
No, when I ate there, I bought it.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. Because that's something I don't wear, like the Disney shirts too much when I'm not at Disney.
Okay.
So I figured, well, Polite Pig, I'd wear that. Although I would wear the resort ones, but I still don't. There's none that I really like. I like the one you're wearing, the Riviera.
Yeah, it's got a little something in the back.
See, that's the problem. I don't want the back. I just want that front little spot. That would be perfect without anything on the back.
You've become quite the prima donna, haven't you, over the years?
It's just a preference.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm fine with your preferences.
I wish, what I would wish for, maybe we can do an episode on like gift shop wishes at some point. I want those Nike Dry Fit.
So do I.
T-shirts with just like the resort logo just on the pocket.
I wore my half marathon Donald Duck T-shirt that I bought the other, when I went to marathon weekend.
Yeah.
Kristen said that fits perfectly. Like the arms fall perfectly. Everything. She's like, is it comfortable? I'm like, it is so comfortable. I don't understand why they don't make these.
Those are my favorite shirts. All I want is the Nike Dry Fit style shirt, Under Armour, Nike, whatever brand it is. Those Dry Fit shirts with just a small logo on the upper chest of like a resort or anything. I don't need like big giant logos on my stuff. Just something little. It's not too hard, is it, Parts?
No, because I can't wear these. I can't wear these now outside. It's coming that time of year where it's just if I walk roadie, it's just too much. It sticks to me. It's 7-8 months a year. I cannot wear cotton outside.
Right. And guess what? They could charge $45-$50 for those, and people
you could charge a premium. Yeah, I mean these right now are $29. I'd easily spend $49, $45 for something that's really, really, really nice to wear outside in the Florida heat.
Because you'd wear it in the parks too.
Yeah, all the time.
It'd be super comfortable. Yeah,
all the time, because that's the problem. I don't advertise for them in the parks because I have to wear my Nike and my body armor and you name it.
Yeah, absolutely. Anyway, what's on the agenda today, Mike?
We've got a big episode coming up. You've heard the news about Pope Francis passing away a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I've heard that news, yeah.
The day after Easter. He made it all the way through Easter. So I wanted we're looking, you kind of put it in the back of my head about those 40% off restaurants. I said, well, and then you brought up, well, you could go up, spend one night, hit one restaurant on this day, on the 30th, and then when all the new ones come into the rotation on July 1st, hit one of those. So it got me to thinking. Susie and I were going back and forth looking at openings.
Mm-hmm.
Disney Vacation Club openings, and there is a lot of openings for that one date, and that's only a couple months away.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's less than 2 months because I know that because my trip is coming up in like 53 days or something now.
Yeah.
So that's the day before.
Yeah. So I might be able to see you when you guys get in.
Yeah.
But anyways, we were talking about the aforementioned Pope passing away. I thought, all the Cardinals are in Vatican. They're going to start their conclave.
Yes.
I believe it's this week as we are recording this show.
Yes.
They're all going to sit down and discuss who they think the next pope should be.
And they send out the smoke, right?
And then they send out the black smoke means they haven't elected a pope, and the white smoke means that they have elected a pope. So
Yes.
they all meet in the Sistine Chapel and go over things. So I thought maybe it would be fitting to do a DVC conclave.
Okay. I don't know if fitting's the right word, but we're doing it.
Well, we're having this discussion. It just so happens the Pope passed away, and they're going to be meeting for a conclave. So,
All right, let's do it. I'm in.
You're in.
I'm in. Let's do it.
All right, hang on just a second before we get this party started. We do need to have a little prayer, so stand by.
Through him and with him and in him, O God, Almighty Father, in the unity of the Holy Spirit, all glory and honor is yours forever and ever. Amen.
That was one of the best chants. You know, I am a huge fan. I love going to mass. There's nothing better than good chants and incense.
See, I don't like the incense.
Oh, Susie hates the incense. I absolutely love. You know, there's going to be a good show there when he comes walking in, and they just have the incense going.
I just want to be on the record that I do not approve of the anything blasphemous that happens in the next 35 minutes or so that Mike may be responsible for.
Okay, I just
as a duly and happily employed person, I take no responsibility for any of the next 30 minutes.
What did you have a meeting with HR? Did they tell you?
I'm gonna have to. I'm afraid that I'm going to end up having a meeting with HR.
Wow.
After this episode.
Wow. So you're telling me I need to tone down my creative juices is what you're saying?
Hey, artists have to paint, but I'm just saying, there's always controversy.
Yep, there's always controversy. Well, this is my show. Your show is the WDW Beyond the Gates podcast. So
yes,
you can listen to that on wherever you follow podcasts. But anyways, let's get on with our conclave, shall we? I have no more prayers.
Okay, good.
And we're ready to rock and roll. So one opening that came up, Susie's been dying to stay here. I have zero interest. And it's the Grand Floridian Resort Studios.
The resort studio, okay. Because you don't like the layout.
I don't like the layout. I really don't like the couch on the side of the TV. Obviously, they have it as a pullout so that you can put a fifth person in there, but I just do not like the way the couch is positioned. And
it's useless as a couch.
It's completely useless as a couch. You can use it to put your sneakers on as you're coming and going to the parks, but I just don't see how Susie and I are going to use this resort.
It's big though.
It's a big because it's one of their originals that was built in 1988. Back when they still had big footprints for their rooms.
Right.
It's right next to everything. She loves the theming because it's the Mary Poppins theming.
Yeah. No, they're nice. I mean, they're very nice rooms. And you don't have a problem with the theming. You just don't like the layout.
I don't like the layout. It's just not. I just like the regular DVC Deluxe Studios.
Yeah.
Whether it be Saratoga, Grand Floridian, I love those. I love.
And it has two beds, right? There's no Murphy
it's got
bed.
two queens, which it takes up a lot of space for the two of us because we like to have that. And on occasion, she'll sleep in her own bed. She'll do the pull down if it's comfortable and sleep there, so she has more room. But it's just nice to have it up during the day. Don't you agree?
Oh yeah, definitely. So that's one of the options. Okay,
that's one of the options.
And it is a home resort for you, and you love the Grand Floridian.
I do.
The lobby's under construction, though.
Yep.
So you're going to be closer to the lobby, but that also means you're closer to the construction.
Mm-hmm. And we're not going to use the amenities because we're not going to be eating there. Yep.
Yeah.
So that's not very important.
And how many points is that?
I believe it was like 18 or so.
All right, that's not crazy.
Yep. The other one that we discussed was doing something cheap, Saratoga
Mm.
She does not like Old Key West. Doesn't
No.
like the layout of the room, so we're
Same
thinking,
thing, the 2 beds,
yep.
small TV.
And it's got a small TV and everything's kitty corner. It's just a
Mhm.
weird setup. So we're
Okay.
thinking maybe a Saratoga Springs. That's about 14, so not super low season, but 14 still
That's pretty good.
a good amount of points, yeah. What's your feelings on that?
We're gonna narrow it down between those 2?
No, there's a few more that
Oh,
we've discussed, but what's your feeling on Saratoga? That's your home resort.
I love Saratoga.
Super chill, great place if you're just gonna do maybe jump into a park for a couple hours and then come home, freshen up, and then head out for dinner.
Yeah, for the kind of thing you're looking to do here, I think it's perfect. You have the springs right there if you wanna walk around, you can hop in your car. This is one where having the car is nice. I know you don't like to take your car when you go to the parks, but I feel like that with Saratoga, it's really nice because you can park right outside your room. Especially if you're going to another resort to eat, you could park at the resort while you're eating,
Mhm.
instead of having to take the Disney transportation. That's a nice perk as well. Um, yeah, I really like Saratoga. I know you don't like the check-in situation. There's not enough parking at the main lobby.
I can deal with it. It's not a game changer. There's a
It's
million.
minor, but we're nitpicking here. If you wanna, you want the white smoke, we gotta go through all the details, don't we?
Mhm.
Okay. Lower points. So right now, between these 2, I know there's more options. You like the room better at Saratoga. The layout of the
Yep.
room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I love the room
You.
there. Sure, absolutely.
Um, Susie likes it there. So she wants the Grand Floridian Resort studio because she hasn't been there and she likes it a lot.
Yeah.
But she doesn't dislike Saratoga. She likes the
Oh, that's right.
resort. You both like, yeah.
Yeah, she loves Saratoga.
So right now, I'm leaning heavily towards Saratoga. It's less points, better layout, room's really nice, quiet, adult friendly stay. Lots of amenities close if you want to go shopping at Disney Springs. Far from the parks, but you're not really focusing on the parks, and you're probably going to other resorts to eat. So we have a lot of
Yeah.
positives at Saratoga. But let's see what else we have.
Another one that we have is Riviera Resort, the Tower Studio.
That's still available.
Yeah.
Wow. Now, how many points is that? It's probably
Oh,
close to 14 as well.
14. It's 14 on the nut.
Another one of your home resorts. Now, let me ask this question. This is important.
Mhm.
Which contract are you using for this one?
Well, for this, I would use Riviera. I still have 16 points available.
So that's kind of that is a good heavy lean towards that because you have those points that you can only use there.
Mm-hmm.
And for that, and you liked it a lot better than you thought you were going to.
Oh, we loved it. Yeah, we loved it.
And again, for this type of stay, it's perfect
Mm-hmm.
because you're not going to be at the room that much. You're going to different restaurants. Although you're not using the amenities of the resort and you love the amenities there.
You're right. Yes, you're right.
So that's a little tougher because you almost feel like you have to stay home when you're there because you like it so much.
Yep.
That's another advantage towards Saratoga. You're not like you don't feel tied to it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All right. What are your thoughts on
Good
Riviera? I know you love it, so
Yeah, it's hard saying no to that because we just love being there.
and for 14 points, that's
Yeah.
pretty nice.
And just for a quick overnight, like we did when we saw Hippie Guy,
Mm-hmm.
it's totally conducive.
Yeah.
For even 2 or 3 nights. I mean, that room was much more spacious than I thought it was going to be. Even when that bed was down, lots of room. People said you can't get around to go to the bathroom. Plenty of room. So
Yeah, I mean, you guys. Well, you said you brought it down just to hang out, but you guys don't hang out on the bed that much. You're either in the
No.
room,
you're
to
right.
sleep,
Yeah.
or you're just chilling watching TV. It's not like it's hard to put the bed up and down. It doesn't take any effort.
No, it really doesn't. The only thing is that all the pillows, you had to take out of the bag. So now you have to repurpose those. But
Stuff
there
them
was just
somewhere,
that
yeah.
huge closet that was in the bathroom that I mean,
just
when you go for a
stack them
night,
on the shelf in
yeah,
there. Yeah.
yeah, no problems there. So
All right.
here's an interesting one. We have a deluxe studio at Disney's Polynesian Villas and Bungalows. So that's the old hotel rooms that you and I just absolutely love.
I do
It's
like
not
that.
the Tower Studios. It's the
The main
Gil
resort.
Resort Studios.
I like that. I do like that. What
Yep.
is this, 20?
This is 20.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
That's a lot of points just for a quick overnight. That's 6 more than Saratoga.
Because again, if you're staying at the Poly, even though you're not the biggest Poly fan because it's Weasel Central, you kind of want to do the Poly thing. Like there's a vibe there, and you want to kind of take it all in, don't you?
I agree. I mean, yeah,
If
we
you're going to use those points.
Mhm. You agree it's Weasel Central?
Oh yeah,
There's nothing worse than that Ohana rush, is there?
that lobby gets out
When
of
you just
control.
see just monorail just being emptied with Ohana slobs going over there. Am I okay to say that, or I need to cut it down?
No,
don't
I
know
like
if,
that. That's I'm
your
okay with
C-level
that.
bosses will listen to this podcast.
You never know.
Yeah, we got a lot of listeners, actually. I haven't told you about the numbers, but our numbers are really good.
I did have the I was on a conference call with like the regional vice president, so he's like 2 steps below the CEO, and he was mentioning that he needs to start listening to my podcast before he goes to Disney. So there's high level people that are aware of this part.
Mhm.
So I gotta be a good boy. I think I'm pretty
You're
steadily.
good. I'm the one that's the problem. I don't run
That's
any
true.
of this stuff by you. I just edit it in Audacity and throw it on my soundboard.
That's right.
And you're here for the ride. And what a ride it is it not?
Oh yeah.
It's fun. Shall we go to the next one, Parts?
Yeah, please. So
Okay.
I mean, I like Poly. I think for me, if I were going to stay at the Poly, I'd want to do multiple nights and take it in
I agree.
for the points. To spend 20 for a one night, I feel like it's almost a waste because
Yeah,
you're
it's
not
like
even there
checking in
for
at like 9:00 at night when you get off a flight. You're better off just
Yeah.
staying on 192 at a Motel 6 for $69.
Yes. Okay, so we kind of agree on that.
How about this one? This one's gone now, but we can still talk about it.
Okay.
It was the Boardwalk Villas. But hear me out.
Oh, this is great.
Hear me out. It's the Boardwalk View.
Ooh,
And
that's
I'm
perfect.
not sure if I want to spend the extra points. I'm totally fine for one night. It's only
So what is it,
17
like
points.
17 or something?
17, very doable. And this would be a total test drive to see whether or not we want to do this because she's concerned that it's going to be too noisy.
Okay.
If we were to do it for 3 or 4 nights, she's just worried about that. So I think just a quick overnight, and then you can decide whether or not you want to do this again. I think for me, it's perfect.
Yeah, that's a good one. And those rooms disappear quick. Any boardwalk goes because it's good value,
Well,
great
especially the
location.
cheaper ones, yeah.
Yeah.
I saw a 4-pointer up there just now.
How many?
Boardwalk.
How many points?
It's in where I want to be, like 125 or 150.
Where I want to be.
Well, it's hard to justify that as a sleep around, isn't it? Because I've always said for a sleep around, I also would like to have an 11-month, and Boardwalk is an 11-month resort, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh,
That instantly becomes your September trip because you get like
well,
9
it could.
points a night or something.
But then again, she can't do as many trips as a third contract's going to do. So this is going to have to be more toward wasting.
This
Like
is
going up on a weekend so she doesn't have to burn vacation days.
or just you going up by yourself or something.
Yeah, or me going up by myself, exactly. Or she wants to go. She has a coworker that's a huge Disney nerd. Now you can use those to go up for 2 nights or whatever. But
Pards, you know where your bread is buttered. That's a great negotiation tactic.
you like that one?
Take some friends.
I'm a bigger weasel than you, aren't I? When it comes to this,
Absolutely.
I'm terrible. I can't stop thinking about.
Because I haven't even broached the third contract conversation yet. We haven't even used the points for the second contract yet. So like July is going to be the first time we use those points. So I can't already try to get the next one.
You got to take her. You got to take her family.
It'll happen soon.
Yeah, you got to take them. Just have the most memorable trip, and just say we're out of points. We need more.
Not a bad move.
Let's see, where are we going now, Pards? Another good one because it's cheap points was Animal Kingdom.
That's great. Yeah.
Our problem is we had just stayed there.
You just stayed there. However, you're going to be going to Animal Kingdom Park, right? To eat.
Yeah, we are going to Tiffin's. That is correct.
And we will be there. So if you do want to see us on our...
Don't necessarily know if that is a 100% selling point.
Fair enough. Considering the travel party, you're saying?
That's what I'm talking about, Pargy. I mean, I actually voluntarily came up to see you guys last summer.
Yeah.
I think we spent 3 nights or whatever, and we had basically adjoining rooms. You were at Beach Club, I was at Boardwalk. I mean, we saw each other quite often. But
yeah, we were hanging out. We had a lot of plans together.
Yeah. Your party has no idea what this podcast is.
No, I don't think that.
I would assume, right?
No, okay. I don't think so. So this is going to be like ships passing in the night. You're going to be checking out. We'll be checking in. We'll wave to each other in the lobby, give a hug, and then you're just going to, I got a reservation. I got to go.
Yeah, I got to go to Tiffin's. Yeah.
Sorry. I can't afford to lose the $10. I got to go.
And then I'm going to come up like 5 days later just to have some club level food with you guys.
Yeah.
You're in a 1-bedroom. You can easily put me on that reservation.
I could, yes.
There's enough people.
I could do that.
That would be perfect. I wouldn't even have to meet you and just let myself up. My band would work.
Yeah.
You guys
just sleep in the lobby.
Cousin Eddie.
Yeah.
There he is. He drove all the way up for the
It would be actually, if you got a studio just to sleep in, it would still be worth it just for the and I throw you on my reservation for the amenities.
I didn't think of that. A cheap studio. Are you there on a weekend?
No. That's like Wednesday night, Thursday night.
And basically have 2 days of club level again.
3.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Because we're there for 2 nights. Anyway, that's another topic. Animal Kingdom, again, cheap point was at 12, 13. What is that looking at?
It's actually not that cheap. So if we're looking at Kidani, a resort view is at 14, Savannah View 17.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
No,
and because you're not getting
Jabbo House is the same thing.
Yeah,
Jabbo House is 14 as well. So
I like Animal Kingdom a lot. That's never a bad play. Although you said it's a sneaky weasel place, right? Like sneaky, a lot of weasels there.
Yeah, it's a. I don't know the term for it, but it's just it's like Polynesian light.
Mm.
You know, you're in the pool and the kids are throwing racket balls. You know those little balls that like fit in the palm.
Yeah.
And they, when they land near you, they splash, and you just want to take it and just shove it in the kid's mouth. And
you have anger issue. Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're exactly right, because that's not how you would react, right?
No, I don't mind when kids when you're in a pool and you get wet. That's not gonna really ruin my day.
Yeah, but when there's 200 people, take the balls out. I don't mind a beach volleyball. That's fine. But if you get whacked in the side of the head with a racket ball,
well, but that's a Disney issue. Then that's not the weasel's fault.
That's a parent. It's always the parent's fault.
Okay.
Always the parent's fault. If your kids are acting up, it's on you. It's never on them.
Right, but if you're allowed to play with balls at the pool and they're playing with them, that's not.
Then I tell my kids, you're not playing with that. There's too many people in here. If it's quiet and there's nobody around, that's fine. Then as soon as there's a lot of people, hey, put the ball in your pocket. We're not playing right now. I'd be in jail. I told you. You know that. I'd be in jail right now. We both know that.
That's true.
I got a couple more.
Okay.
This one's interesting.
Mm.
It is Bay Lake Tower.
Newly refurbished. Be a good video for the YouTube page.
At this time, they're probably pretty much all going to be done.
I think they are all done already.
Are they all done?
I think so.
Okay.
I like Bay Lake. Again, I don't think it's worth it, though. What is it, 18, 19?
17, because it's a resort view. It's 17. It's not bad. Kristen's issue is we want to do 3 nights there. We've never stayed there. We want to do the full, like you said with the Poly, we want to do the full experience, do the Cali Grill, Steakhouse 71 for breakfast.
The lounge up there, the Villains, whatever, the top of the world lounge. Yeah. I actually agree with that. I think it's not a bad idea, but I think it needs to be a longer stay for the first time you stay there.
Yep. And I think that's going to be the perfect resort for the 6 of us to stay. Because that's on your list. That's on my list. That'd be absolutely perfect, don't you think? Especially when you can walk to the park. You could, I mean...
You saying we get a 2-bedroom?
We could either split a 2-bedroom or just get a couple of... one. I mean, we only do 1-bedrooms now, so we can get a couple of 1-bedrooms. But you're saying a 2-bedroom is a better value. I mean, you want to look at a suite?
I don't know if that's a lot more than 2 1-bedrooms would cost, isn't it?
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, so you agree on Bay Lake Tower.
Yeah. So you're basically, I think we've talked ourselves out of all the monorail resorts.
Yeah, we did. We really did.
My contenders right now, I would say Saratoga is high. Boardwalk, if you could get it, would be very high. I like Animal Kingdom, but I understand your reasonings against it, so I'm going to take that one out for now. And Riviera is still going to be the top. It's just, it makes the most sense. Good point value. You love it there. You can use up those points that are exclusive to it on that contract you have. It's looking like a really good choice. Because the resort studios are not easy to come by, and it's a great use of points. You have only 16 left on that. I mean, I know you could still bank them, right?
No, it's already banked. I only have 16 left for 2025 parts.
Oh, and your use here doesn't start for another month, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, that's okay. Might as well use them.
Yeah, I mean, because I'm doing the 1-bedroom in May, and I'm doing the 1-bedroom in December, so
that's right.
Using like 180 points. I do have one more.
Okay.
Boulder Ridge.
That's a good one. That's a really good one. It's such a nice resort. You're not going to want to leave there, though.
That's okay. I only have to leave for dinner. That's what I'm saying. It's a great place not to leave.
Fair. Yeah.
Is it not?
Yeah. Although it's not easy to get to where you need to go from there.
That is true. However, I cannot do Toledo on the 30th, so I'm going to have to pick something else.
Oh, because it's a Monday. That's right. Nothing else really good on that list, though.
Really wasn't.
Coral Reef. I forget what else was on there. Nothing really. This is probably the second best one, which you're not going to want to do, is like Tusker House for breakfast or dinner.
Yeah,
I mean, for lunch or dinner.
Yeah, I would like to do dinner there because I've never eaten there, actually. And that's a buffet.
Yeah. Right. But you're going to go back-to-back Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, I mean, if that's what you have to do, we're just going there to eat, so.
I mean, 40% off is a great deal.
You'd jump all over this, wouldn't you?
We actually booked Diamond Horseshoe Review for 40% off.
Ooh.
Which is the same food as Liberty Tree.
I like that play.
The ooey gooey toffee cake, you get the skirt steak, you get the turkey dinner.
We're talking about being unique, huh? You have 2 places right next to each other that have the same menu.
And one they can't give away.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah. But anyway.
Yeah, so those are our choices. What's your what are you leaning toward? Because I'll tell you what Kristen and I are leaning toward.
Well, we got to narrow it down, right? This we kind of eliminate, and then
we're going to start writing some names down and seeing if we get the was it 2/3? We got to get the 2/3 vote.
That's going to be hard to do. I think it's either going to be 100% or 50% is my guess.
Yeah.
In this scenario. So we're gonna. Are we safe in eliminating all the monorail resorts?
We are safe in eliminating all the monorail resorts.
Are we safe in eliminating Animal Kingdom Lodge?
We are safe eliminating Animal Kingdom Lodge.
So that leaves us Saratoga Springs,
Yep.
Riviera, and Boulder Ridge. Because Boardwalk, you said, isn't available. It's
That's
probably
correct.
unlikely to come back up.
It-
We'll
it-
assume it's unlikely to come back
Yep.
up.
But I bet if I did waitlisted it, I could get something there.
You have a chance, but we'll eliminate that. So we have 3. We've narrowed it down to 3. Am I correct in that?
Down to 3. Yeah, we're down to 3.
Are those the 3 you have it narrowed down to as well?
Yeah, she agrees with doing something cheap, Riviera and Boulder Ridge.
Oh, so you've eliminated Saratoga as well.
I'm sorry, what did I say? No, Saratoga is something cheap.
Yeah, you said
Yeah,
Riviera or Boulder Ridge.
I
Which are
meant
both
doing something cheap. I didn't mention Saratoga. Doing something cheap, Saratoga, Riviera, Tower Studio, and Boulder Ridge.
Yeah, so those are all relatively cheap points. Are they all 14?
No, I believe
Was Boulder Ridge 16 maybe?
Yeah, Boulder Ridge was around. Yep,
16.
exactly. It's 16.
Okay. All right. I'm leaning my vote. I have an official vote. Do you want my official vote first, or you want to write yours down first?
I've already written mine down.
Oh, you wrote it. You want me to I don't know if I have a pen.
Well, I mean, you don't have to physically. Like, you can write it down in your brain. I think you're gonna remember this, right? You don't have.
I do
to
remember. Yeah. So, all right. Are we revealing it? Are we sending it out? I don't know how this process works for the white smoke.
Well, I mean, I
Go
think
ahead.
I have the overall vote. I think because it is my
Well, yeah, but then that kind of defeats the whole purpose of the
Conclave?
episode. Yeah.
Okay.
I vote Riviera.
Okay.
That's what I vote. What's your and Susie vote? I assume you have a united front for a vote here.
Would it be 2/3? Because we have like 2 that we agreed on.
Yeah, so if Susie was here, we could have a 2/3 because then 2 people would have to agree, and that's 66%, and that would get us a hotel.
A hotel?
Yeah, a hotel. So I voted Riviera.
Okay.
What is Susie leaning towards?
Let me go ask her. This is riveting.
Oh, you're gonna ask her live on the air. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask her. Hang on a second.
All right. I'll just keep talking so Mike doesn't have to edit as much. He's getting up. He's moving slow. He's an old man now. Calling her in. We got Rhodey barking in the background. It's interesting, though, with the 14 points. I think that's the deciding factor. I don't think they're gonna say Boulder Ridge. I could be wrong, because it is a great resort. I think it's going to be between Riviera and Saratoga for them because they're even on the 14 points. And they've stayed at Riviera recently. So there's a chance that Saratoga could pull the upset and get voted in. I'm still leaning towards Riviera as the choice, but I think there's a chance I could be surprised. I don't know. Mike's back. He's got the official word from Susie.
Okay.
I did talk the whole time, so you don't have to do any editing part.
Oh,
I
very
just want
good.
to let you know.
Very good.
So I gave a little analysis of what I thought was going to happen.
Okay.
And let's see if I was proven correct. What is Susie voting?
Okay, let me throw the votes in and see if we have a 2/3 majority, shall we?
Okay.
Okay. And I do believe I see some smoke.
Oh.
And I think I hear some church bells. Hold on a second.
Okay. Oh,
We have a decision.
Oh, what's the decision here, Pards?
It is Riviera.
Oh, okay.
She was Boulder Ridge.
Wow. I eliminated that one off the bat.
Yeah.
But you want Riviera.
I like it. I like it for the cheapest points. I'd rather stay there than Saratoga.
Yeah.
I think you would just to check it out. You're very curious about.
Yeah, for sure. I would absolutely do that.
And I think that's why you buy that contract. I think that Riviera contract is a great contract to get those Tower Studio points.
Yeah, I mean, it's not really super useful for me because
Not
we
for
can't
you at all.
stay in a Tower Studio. And I
But
don't know.
if you guys were empty nesters and
Oh, yeah.
you guys just wanted to hang out at Epcot and go grab dinner somewhere, that is a perfect resort.
Yeah, absolutely. So my analysis, I thought based purely on points you were going to eliminate Boulder Ridge, and then I thought maybe there was going to be an upset and Saratoga was going to take it home,
Mhm.
only because you more recently stayed at Riviera and maybe you wanted to just switch it up. But you did stay at Saratoga not that long ago as well.
Yeah, we're there in February. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, all that being said, you're probably going to waitlist something and it's going to come through and you're going to end up at like Old Key West or something stupid out of the.
No, I'm not
out of
going
the
to say
plot.
that. I can't do Old Key West.
No, I know.
That's a hard one. Unless we do the 1-bedroom.
But you want to waitlist that boardwalk bad, don't you?
I do. That's just a great for that one night. You can just hang out and go to the cake bake shop if she wants to get a piece of cake in the afternoon or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just, I just love that area, don't you?
Mm-hmm. It's fantastic over there. All right, so we got Riviera came out
on top.
very nice. Now, does that mean are you going to book it? Is that Tower Studio still available?
I'll have to check
because those go away pretty quick too.
Yeah, they do. They really do.
Interesting. I don't have anything else here. Do you?
That's
Anything
all I
else
have.
we need
Nope.
to discuss?
Bring us home. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube at DVC Addicts. Email the show info@addictedtodvc.com and join our Facebook group, DVC Addicts. For my cousin and co-host Gary in Rhode Island, I'm Mike in Florida. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again next week.
Thank you for listening to the Addicted to DVC podcast with Mike and Gary. We want to hear from you. Email us at info@addictedtodvc.com and follow us on all socials at DVC Addicts. We appreciate you being a part of our DVC community, and we'll see you again on our next episode. Thanks again for listening, and welcome home.